Hello, everyone. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I am Teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to practice our conversational English, talking about work, okay? Very broad topic, work, careers, retirement, etc., etc. We'll just see where the conversation takes us. Of course, very broad topic and casual conversation. So all levels of Verbling students are welcome to join me. First of all, welcome Gregory. Hello.
Hello, Oakley. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again as well. How are you today?
What I can say? Everything okay, everything good.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing new. Okay. Nothing new to report. Okay. Well, good. Okay. Welcome to the class, Jose.
Thank you, Oakley.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Uh, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just settling into a busy day.
Uh,
It's already very hot here.
uh-huh.
Hot day.
I am too.
Yeah.
The job
Yeah.
is very stressful.
Very stressful.
Very hard. Yes, very hard.
Mm.
All day in front
Why?
of the computer.
Why, Jose? What are you doing today? It's stressful.
I am piping designer.
Uh, you're
Yes, I am piping designer. My job is designer planes.
planes?
Yes,
Really?
really, yes.
Far out. Uh, okay. Well, that's a very interesting job. Uh, what what kinds of planes are you designing? Commercial aircraft? Military fighter jets?
Uh,
Piper Cubs? Or you're not allowed to say. That's okay. Maybe I too
okay.
much information. That's okay. Never
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Jose, since you brought it up, which is our topic anyway, working. Jose, you're a young guy. When do you see yourself retiring?
In my job, tired.
When? Okay, let me. When do you? Okay, this is an interesting phrasing of English. So, okay, when do you see yourself retiring? In other words, when do you think you will retire?
When okay, retired of my job,
Yeah,
I maybe uh, 15 years.
15 years
Yes,
from now. Okay. How old will you be?
my day, my day.
For example, well, I would love to retire this afternoon, but that's not going to happen. Um, I'll probably be at least 65 when I retire. Maybe 68.
yeah, or maybe 60 years old.
60?
Yes.
Well, nice. Okay. Well, that would be great. What will you do when you retire?
Um, to travel.
Travel. Okay.
Yes. I like to. I will like stay in my house, in my watching TV, go to watching movies and relax.
Okay. All right. Do some traveling and then just some relaxing. Okay. All
Yes.
right. Let me ask Gregory. Gregory, think
Yeah.
you will retire? Do you have plans to retire someday? Stop working?
Sure. I retire after 12 years when I will be 67. It's pension age. But our government make it was 65 now it's 67. Maybe when I was 67 it's changed to 70. I don't know.
Yeah. The same thing happens in the United, or has happened, is happening, and will happen in the United States. It was 62, then 65, now 68. They're talking about 70. I'm sure it'll go to 72. Who knows? You know, my children will probably retirement age will be 100. My goodness, that's awful. Okay. Uh, Gregory. Okay. Let's talk about your job a little bit. Do you have regular hours?
Yes, I have regular hours, and when we have a very big project, I have extra hours as usual.
Okay.
So, paying me according to hours.
Okay. You get paid. Okay. You get paid wages. Actually, let's talk about that a second. Wages versus salary. So you get paid an hourly wage. In English, yeah, in English, if you get paid per hour, we say your wages. My wages are whatever per hour. If you get paid salary, doesn't matter how many hours you work, you get paid a set amount per week or per month, whatever.
I see.
Yeah, yeah, right. I used to work salary. It was horrible. It really was terrible. Uh, it was terrible because I was getting paid a salary as if I was working 40 hours per week, but really I was working twice that, probably 80 hours a week. I don't like getting paid salary. It's a trap. It's a trick. Okay, so sometimes when you have a project, you have to work overtime. You work extra hours.
Yeah.
Do you get
Overtime.
paid? Do you get paid extra money when you work overtime?
Yeah, we paid extra money. We have coefficient. First 2 hours, 25 extra money, and after that, 50%.
Okay. So you get paid 150% of your normal wage. Yeah, same thing in the United States. We call that time and a half. So I would say, for example, I get time and a half for overtime. Right? Okay.
But I want to say the taxes eat all this extra money.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, yeah. Do taxes get taken out of your pay automatically by the company?
Not at all, but
No.
50% of income, say, of extra money going to taxes.
Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah. They're gonna get you one way or the other. Actually, that's an interesting question. Jose,
Yes.
do your taxes get deducted from your pay automatically by the business, by the company you work for?
Pay more?
Are your taxes taken out by the company?
Yeah. No, I go to my work in my car.
Uh-huh. Okay. I see. You thought I said taxis. not ta-
Taxi.
not taxi, not taxis. I said taxes, taxes, government taxes.
Taxes. No, I don't. What is the meaning of taxes?
Oh, Jose, you're so innocent.
Excuse me.
I'm joking with you. I'm joking only. Taxes, the government, you
Ah,
pay the government part of your money.
excuse me. Taxes.
It's okay. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please repeat the question.
Sure. Does the company you work for take taxes out of your paycheck? Your paycheck, whether you get, it's just what you get paid. It doesn't matter if you actually get a check or you get direct deposit. How do you get paid? How do they pay you? In it with a check, or do you have money directly in the bank?
Yes. In my company, yes, I pay taxes.
Of course.
And my salary,
Uh-huh.
um, how you say retefuente? Retention?
Sorry? Okay.
My salary?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
How do they pay you your salary? Do they put it in the bank for you? Or do they?
No.
No, they. Okay.
No.
So you actually
No.
get a check, a piece of paper. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. In English, however, we talk about a paycheck, no matter how they pay, but we usually mention a paycheck. Jose, how often do you get paid? Once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month?
Once a month.
Once a month?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once a month
Okay.
and very long.
Very long. That is
Yeah.
very long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The money is.
I don't like that. Yeah. You have to be careful to budget your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Budget
But,
can be a noun or a verb. You have a budget, your plan, right, for your money, or you budget your money, meaning you decide your plan for your money. Okay, right? Gregory, how often do you get paid?
Monthly.
Ah, that I would hate that. I'm glad I don't.
Why?
I can't. Here. Okay, I'm an American, so I'm used to getting paid once a week. That's very standard for United States. Friday.
What's the difference? It's the same money.
It's the same
Not
money,
much.
but then I have to have the self-discipline to budget the money. That's the problem.
Look, when you live, exactly, you spend all your money, all your income. You immediately spend. It's problem. But when
Yeah.
you have some money in the bank, it's not problem at all.
Exactly. Well,
If you have spare.
I might just spend all my money right away. I might be starving the last few days of the month.
And,
Yeah,
you
I'm just-
never make spare.
No. I do, but to be honest, because I'm an American, I'm just used to my budget paid once a week. In America, not everyone, but many people get paid on Fridays before the weekend. So you get paid on Friday, you go on the weekend, you have fun, you spend all your money.
I have question.
Yeah,
You
please.
know, I was born in Soviet Union,
Yeah.
and most of people in Soviet Union live. The call is from salary to salary. You
Aha.
know what does it mean? You
I sure do.
spend all your money and nothing spare. So my question is, plain American, live from salary to salary, or say have spare?
Hello? Gregory?
Yeah. It's
Ah,
okay.
the
It's
teacher. The teacher.
problem,
Yeah.
connection problem.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Return. Okay. Again, yes.
I'm back. Hello.
Fine.
Hi.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah, there's some. As I'm typing in the chat box, if I don't have the cursor in the chat box, there's some key, and I don't know what key it is. If I touch it, I can no longer speak. I'm like locked out. I don't get kicked out of the Hangout. I can't. I get muted and I can't unmute myself. It's very strange. Okay, but Gregory, to answer your question, many people in English we might say, yeah, many people live from paycheck to paycheck. In the United States, absolutely. A lot of people live that way. Or in English, we can express it like this. They live from hand to mouth. They live from hand to mouth is a common expression to express that idea. Yeah, in America, a lot of people live that way. When I was younger, I definitely lived that way, you know, in my 20s. But then, you know, I started to save money, so I didn't have to do that. But yeah, not only do many people live that way, Gregory, many people might even spend more money. They start using their credit card for like gasoline to get to work, or for food, even for groceries. Then
Terrible.
yeah, it is terrible. I completely agree. Yeah, I think for me, just I was used to getting paid once a week in the United States. So in the Philippines, it's twice a month. You get paid on the 15th and the 30th, that's not so bad. But once a month, I would find it difficult. Maybe mostly just because I'm not used to it, I think. But it really wouldn't make any difference. You're right. Actually, because I work for myself now, I choose to pay myself once a week. That's my choice, because I basically have my own company because I work for myself. If you had your own choice, what would you do, Gregory? How often
If you
would
have
you pay
choice, it don't matter for me.
Doesn't matter.
And different. I adapt myself to situation, and I learn to live in this way and that way.
Right. Let's actually, that's an interesting idea. Okay, if you could make your own rules for employment, you know, what rules would you make yourself for yourself? So if you work for yourself, for example, how much vacation time would you have? Would you pay yourself more? Would you allow yourself 6 days? What hours would you work? Would you work 4 days of work, 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, for example, and have 3 days off? If you could make your own rules, what would your work rules be?
Look, I pay it according to I pay wages, so I interested. hours in hours. How much
Sure.
it's my money, and I interested in money. But in other side, I have a little child and I old man, and I understand it's my last little child in my life, so I try to pay attention to child, to uh, give love to my daughter. So not so interesting sitting extra time on the
Yeah.
work. So it's very difficult choice for me. For First, I interested in work. Second, I interested leave work immediately. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I also have a child, so I completely empathize with what you're saying. I totally understand. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, we in the same age, so maybe I a little older than you. So I was living in this situation like this, without changes.
Okay.
I work in 8 hours and twice in the week extra time, and I work in Friday. It's not working day, but I working. So I was living this situation without changes.
Okay, so you really wouldn't change anything if you could make your
And
own
about
rules.
vocation, it's a very big
Vacation.
problem because I not use my vocation. I have several months of vacation that I
Ah,
not use.
really?
Yeah,
Does your vacation time accrue? Okay, here's another English word. A verb, accrue. It means if you don't use it 1 year, you can. It's like putting it in the bank. You can
yeah,
add,
it's a
add,
crew.
add.
My
Okay.
time is a crew. I cannot work half year.
Wow. No kidding. What are you going to
Yeah.
do with all that? Do you have any
No,
idea?
I so working hard. I used to working hard. I have no idea what to do without work.
Why don't you pack the kids up and come visit me in the Philippines? You could do that.
Thank you for invitation.
Might be good.
I prepare my things.
Okay,
No,
okay. Just an idea, you know. Why not? And I could, we could practice our English. It'd be great. Okay. Wow, that's impressive. I'm kind of jealous because there's no way I can accrue vacation time. It's not possible. I can barely take a vacation. In fact, I can't. I can't take a vacation. I always because I always have some students that are preparing for an IELTS or a TOEFL or a TOEIC, and I don't feel right if I abandon them, 2 weeks or 1 week before they take the test. So there's never a convenient time I can take time off. Uh, let me ask Jose the same idea. This is the second conditional, a type of sentence, a conditional sentence, an if with an if clause. Jose, if you could make your own work rules, your own whatever hours you want, you can be paid hourly or salary, you can make your own vacation time. What rules would you give yourself if you could make your own rules? You can decide how often to work, what days. Jose?
Yes, yes. I I try to understand
Okay.
because for me it's very difficult understand. Okay,
Sure. It's all right.
I I I I beginning and to listen
Okay.
because it's very difficult for me.
It's okay. Okay. If you can make your own work rules, for example, what would you like? What hours would you like to work? What would you prefer? Would you like to work in the day or at night? Would you like to work 5 days for 8 hours? Would you like to work 4 days for 10 hours?
Yeah, I like for 9 hours.
9 hours. How many
Yes.
days?
How many? For five
A week.
days or a week.
5 days a week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What days off? Do you want to have the weekend off? No work.
Oh,
No work on Saturday, Sunday, or Friday,
no,
Saturday.
I I in my work no.
Okay. All right. All right. So you want to work 5 days, 9 hours, 45 hours a week. Do you think you deserve a raise? By the way, should you get more money, Jose?
More money? More money?
Do you
No.
want? No, you don't want more money? Really?
More
Really?
money.
More money. Money. More money.
More money.
By the way, in British English, they say a rise. You get a pay rise, R-I-S-E. In American English, we say raise. You get a pay raise.
Yeah.
Similar but different.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Hello, Heidi. Welcome. I just, excuse me, Jose. I just want to say hello to Heidi.
Hello.
No problem.
Hi. How are you? Okay.
Not
Okay. Good. 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 Okay, Jose. How much vacation time in a year do you want?
How much? 50 years for 50 days per year.
50 years? 50 days per year? 50?
Per year.
Wow.
50. Yeah. 50 days per year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. How much vacation time per year do you have now? That seems enormous.
How much vacation?
Yeah. In 1 year, do you have? Now. How many days vacation do you have now? In 1 year. Every year.
One. Yeah.
In
For
1 year.
For year? For 1 year?
Yeah.
How much days? 15.
15.
Days.
15 days. Okay. All right. That's 15. Sounds much more reasonable. Okay. I see. All right. That's the same in the Philippines. Most people get 15 days vacation time. Let me talk to Heidi for a minute. Heidi? Heidi, in Japan, how many vacation days per year does the average person get? What's normal?
It's kind of paid off or like holiday or something.
Yes.
National
Or
holiday. Holiday.
no, not counting national holidays. Personal days, personal vacation days.
Pay off.
Paid. Okay, paid.
Paid off.
Yeah, we can just say paid vacation days.
Maybe 20 days for around 20 days. I'm not sure.
20 days. Okay,
In
that's
the
great. Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
That
it,
depends on how you are working in the company.
how
The
long?
first year are very short, not 20 days, maybe 5 days or so.
Oh, okay, very good. So it depends on seniority, is what how we talk about that. Your length of time in a company, we call that seniority.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, United States too. In the U.S., usually normal, not everywhere. It's different. Every company can make their own rules. But in the United States, for example, first year, 0 vacation time. Second year, 7 days, one week. Third year, you get 2 weeks, 14 days. That's normal. And then usually 2 weeks per year, unless you're high level management. They can take much more time. Heidi, we were talking about if you could make your own rules for work, if you could make your own pay, your own vacation time, your own benefits. Do you get a company car, for example? If you could make your own rules, what would your rules be?
Overall, it's very difficult if you
Yeah.
work in a Japanese company. We need to follow the company's rule.
Right. But this is a second conditional, or the unreal condition
Mhm.
in English. What if you could make your own rules? What would your rules be
Mm,
for yourself?
for myself. Oh, okay. Now, female and male the situation should be equal.
Ah, okay, okay. Good point.
Actually, the CEO of president number, male number is very big. Instead of female, a very small number.
Of do you mean of management?
Management,
Uh-huh.
CEO, company CEO.
CEO. Oh, CEO. Yeah, right. Okay. Uh, okay. Have you, Heidi? Actually, since you brought it up, uh, have you ever heard of the English expression "a glass ceiling"?
No?
You hit a glass ceiling.
Mm,
Okay. Interesting phrase. Let's talk about it just a second here. A glass ceiling is it, it it's often used to talk about the situation of women
uh-huh.
in the workplace, but it can be used to talk about anybody, male or female. When you reach a point in the company where you will never go up, there you're stuck there
Uh-huh.
forever.
Okay.
So it's often this expression is often used to talk about women. Women never get promoted to the highest level of management. They hit a glass ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you can see
company's
through
rule
it.
or even Japanese rule is decided no. There are no what's it difference. No difference
Hmm.
between the female and the man. But actually there are a lot of
Right.
Asian.
Actually, perfect. And that is why it's called a glass ceiling. It's
Yeah.
there, but it's invisible.
Hmm.
Right? Exactly. That's exactly the idea. So that still exists in the
Sure.
sure. Yeah.
Some union, female union in the world, there are many female gathered in the such congress. Always
Uh-huh.
other countries accuse Japan because of CEO's number is very few.
I see. In Japan, do you have many women in the government, like MPs or whatever?
Yeah, it's very few. Congress
Very few.
member. Yeah.
Congresswomen. Congresswomen. Yeah. Good. Congressperson. I'm trying to say it correctly. Really? Very few?
Very, very few.
Yeah. Philippines as well. Yeah, it's a
But
problem.
Sweden already have president. Had Mrs. Aquino, right?
Ah, Aquino, yeah. Yes, Philippines did have Cory Aquino.
We've never had.
Not in Japan.
But United States as well. No female president.
President? Well, okay. Yeah, that's true. Do you think, I think Hillary, you know, Hillary Clinton, I think she's going to try
Mhm.
next election.
But
We'll
she
see.
had some problem on her health.
Her health?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, you're right. I don't know what that situation is. I'm not sure. You're absolutely correct, though. I'm not sure if she's going to do that or not.
American president should be very healthy at the first
Yeah,
condition.
at first, yes, because they all become unhealthy after they become president. Have you ever noticed that? They get old very fast.
Yeah, that's right. President
True.
Obama at first he was very young, but now a little old.
Yeah, that always happens. All of them. Bush, Clinton, they all get old really fast. On the other hand, in Japan, Abe looks just the same. Nothing happens to him. What's up with that?
Their life is very short.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me talk to Gregory because you raised an interesting question about the glass ceiling. Gregory, in your country, do you think there's a glass ceiling that are women commonly or fairly, I don't know how to say it, but promoted to the highest ranks of management? What do you think?
In our country, it's equality between men and women, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
It's in a formal way. When some company ask find of workers, say always put in the advertisement women or men, it's not matter. But in the real life, they prefer men because women have children, kids, and little kids, and when she has a little kids, she thinking more about kids than about work. So reality is something different. But formal, it's absolutely equal.
Right. Yeah. Okay. In the United States, formally, of course, there are laws. Yeah, written laws that have to do with the workplace and discrimination in the workplace and hiring. Okay. Gregory, since you brought up kids, in your country, do people ever bring their children to work? Does that ever happen? Just not
No.
daily, but just once in a great while, once in a blue moon, so to speak.
Once in a blue moon, I can show my workplace to my daughter.
Right.
It was once because she was very curious about where I'm working, and I show for her my workplace, and she was excited.
Right.
But during to my work, never.
Right. Okay, just that's what I mean. Exactly as you described. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Yeah, when I worked at an academy, they would have, for example, a company picnic or a company barbecue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe after work or stop an early day in the afternoon, they'd have music and a barbecue, and Then you can bring everybody can bring their children if they want, like
You
that.
know what? Once in a blue moon, once
Yeah.
since several years, our company make voyage, a trip to sea trip to some different country.
Really?
Yeah, all our factory with children and wives and pairs going to the voyage.
Oh, cool. Nice.
But it's so rarely, very rarely, unfortunately.
Right. Unfortunately. Too bad you couldn't do it all the time. Okay.
Yes. My previous workplace, I work in a small factory. Once in a year, we have a trip abroad with families.
Wow. That's cool. Nice. Jose, does your company ever have special events like a company trip, a vacation in the company, or company picnic, company party?
Yeah, in my company once a year, a party.
Okay.
Two party. One is in October. On October 31, Day of the Boys.
Okay. Day of the what?
Days of the Boys. Night of Brujas.
Okay. I'm not sure
The
what that is.
Halloween.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, Ghost. Day of the Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
Right.
a party
Okay.
very good because all persons
Uh-huh.
use disfraz, other appearance.
Do they wear costumes?
Yeah.
Like pirates or yeah. Oh, a costume party.
Yeah. Costume.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And another party is finally year.
Yeah, okay. End of the year.
End the year, okay. Finally year.
Yeah. Okay.
No more.
Right. Okay.
Two events.
Right. Very, very common in American companies to have a party at the end of the year. Holiday party, just called holiday party. New Year's, Christmas, Hanukkah, all those, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa. I don't know, all those holidays that happen at the end of the year, right? Yeah, very common to have a dinner. In the United States, we usually have a dinner. The boss, the company will take all the workers out to dinner. Nice dinner, steak dinner. You can have wine and maybe exchange gifts, even presents, like that at the end of the year. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Heidi, do Japanese companies ever have parties or trips or special events?
Every year, only once, they have some trip.
A trip?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Even my husband company.
Really?
That's are rare. Yeah. Maybe December. Every December.
All right.
Almost always in some hot spring place. One night, they have party and eating some food. and enjoy the hot springs.
Oh, okay.
But
All
every 3 or 4 years, they have travel abroad.
Really?
Abroad, but very close, China, Taiwan.
Yeah, but it's still abroad. I still find that amazing. Gregory said that. Now you're saying that. I've never heard of any American kind of company that actually takes a trip abroad. That's a new one, or even a company trip. Sometimes in the United States they have these. I don't know. These it's called a team building activity. Okay, so maybe your particular group, your team, your immediate group that you work with, maybe travel, maybe go somewhere, go whitewater rafting, or go to some sort of I don't know, a retreat.
There are several branch of companies,
Yeah.
so usually they exchange the information or calling telephone. But once a year, they meet in some certain place. It's very good thing for company.
Ah, I see. Okay. Welcome to the class, Tiago. Hey, what's up?
Hey Oakley, how are you
Hey.
doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Groovy. Groovy. We're talking about the workplace and different work situations and work circumstances. Work. How does work work? Tiago, are you working these days? Just being an international playboy, or?
I wish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working like since I was born. So.
Since you were born. Since the day I was born, they put a hammer in my hand. Okay. Okay. We were talking about special activities at work, things like picnics or holiday parties, or even traveling, team building. Yeah. Do you ever do any of that stuff where you work?
You mean with your peers?
Yeah, with your coworkers.
Wow. Is that supposed to be fun or something like that?
Nah,
Or
it's supposed to be. Yeah. Whether it is or not is debatable. We can debate that.
That's a pretty hard question. No, I've never been in a situation like that.
Some people love them. In the United States, there are holiday parties, very similar to what Jose described. Then in the summer, you have the office, the company office party is the normal, like Christmas party or whatever. You have an office party in English, or many companies have the company picnic. Right, you all go to a park. All right, and the CEO cooks hot dogs.
Is that like it's a private party, like only the company staff participate?
Yeah, usually the company staff and the company staff's family, immediate family. You know, the wife and children, if you have.
Oh, I see.
Or
just one more question. If I open my mic, to hear an echo or something?
Do I hear an echo? No.
Oh, that's good.
Think about that. No, it's pretty clear.
Right.
It's good.
Oh.
So Tiago, you never experienced any office parties or company picnic or such nonsense?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we don't have like picnic often here because we live in a very hot place, you know. So
Yeah.
it's pretty difficult to go out, you know. But no, never been.
Okay. Interesting. Actually, Gregory, let me take it to you. I'm curious. In your country, do they have the concept of team building? Do they do that?
Yes, yes, yes.
How do,
I know. I don't know about all country, but
right.
I know about my workplace. We have new boss, new big boss in our office where I work, and uh, he has concept of team.
Hmm.
We go to, we going to some different places together to how I say excursion, excurse. Uh, for example, last time we was in some uh, fabric, chocolate fabric.
Okay.
It was very interesting. And the other time we was in Navy Museum, and other time we was together in Water Museum. No, uh, last it was military base. We was in military base together. Yeah, and
Wow.
had interesting lecture in military base.
Uh,
And sometimes we going together to bowling and restaurant.
okay. Oh wow. Okay. Lots of different things. Cool. What is your opinion of these team building excursions? Do you
It's
think they're helpful, or just silly, or a
uh,
waste of time? What?
it's good. It's good for wrestling, but if he think it's working, it's not working. If people say each other, it's not make say friends.
Okay. Yeah, I totally I hear you. Uh, yeah, it's kind of funny. In the United States, we really didn't do this. I think they do it more often now, but in the Philippines, they're big fans of team building activities. You're encouraged to take your team. For example, I was supervising people, and I would be highly encouraged once or twice, maybe even twice a year, to go on an excursion very similar to what you're talking about, maybe even overnight. And it's very funny, but it's supposed to be team building. It would usually end up be team destroying. It, you know, sitting all cramped in a little van or something, going somewhere, and people would start fighting with each other, and then there would be money. Oh, why don't we chip in evenly for lunch? Oh, how come he paid more than? Oh, start fighting about money. Just
What you
silliness.
say?
Well, I'm saying that the team building would end up being the opposite. Somebody
You
takes the
know,
wrong turn, and you start fighting about directions, and it's just
in our company, it's forbidden to
silly.
know. Okay,
Yeah.
or in our company, it's forbidden to know earnings of its and wages and salary of workers. It's
Oh yeah.
forbidden to say
Most
about that.
places. Yeah, most places it is. Oh no, that's not what I meant. I meant if you're on an excursion, for example, let's all have lunch, and
Yeah.
then they start fighting about how much everybody has to pay for lunch. Stupid things like that, or just dumb things, really dumb things. Um, anyway, as yeah, Tiago says, it's more like a punishment. than- uh, I enjoyed them, but I don't know how effective they are. As you said, they're if you don't take it too seriously, it's kind of fun. But uh, anyway, Jose,
Yeah, teacher.
do they have team building exercises? Do you and your coworkers, your immediate team, ever go do something?
Mm, in my company, no, no, because because uh, The word is the excursion is go to the world to feel. Yeah,
Sorry?
go to the world to feel.
Go to the war?
Yeah, to feel.
Okay.
Working in out of offices in other sites.
All
Yeah?
right. Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
All right. So everyone is in very different areas.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Because this is not funny. It's very hard the job.
Okay. It's not fun, I
Not
think.
fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference, fun and funny. Fun is enjoyable.
Yeah.
Funny is, well, funny is either ha ha ha, funny.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, like that, Jose. Or funny,
excuse me.
fun. It's okay. Funny can be funny. Funny, strange. So two meanings for funny: very strange or ha 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 ha. Humorous.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Oh, so your coworkers are far away from you.
Yeah.
Is that right? Ah, okay.
It's other situation. It's a job. A job.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see.
I consider that how excursion.
Okay, so you don't ever hang out with your coworkers.
What?
Hang out? Do you know hang out?
Hang out?
Yeah. Spend time in a casual way. All right, this is a very casual language. Hang out with somebody. You just spend time, not particularly doing anything. Having a coffee, taking a walk, anything. Like what you're doing with me today.
Yeah.
Kind of hanging out verbally. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that's it.
Take a coffee, okay?
Take a coffee. You usually have a coffee with your coworkers. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like that. Google Hangout. Yeah, good. Good point. Okay, we're hanging out. Exactly. All right. Heidi, in Japan, do coworkers hang out outside of work, or is that weird?
It is after work.
After work, yeah.
They many cases go to the pub or some
Yes.
place to drink and eat something.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Female go to the coffee shop or somewhere to eat some sweet or a dinner.
Right. Okay. So it is normal. Okay. Yeah. Often men go to a bar. You're absolutely right. Have a beer and maybe they talk shop. They
complaining about the boss.
Yes, exactly. All right. If you're doing that, you're with your coworkers. You're talking shop. Yeah, it doesn't matter, female or male. But yeah, it's very common. It's very common in America. You hang out with your work buddies after work. Super common. Okay. I have to go because I have to do another verbally class right here in just a minute. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. And
Thank you.
I'll see you again real soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.